here and brought down there. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
18.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Let's go.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Finding Gabriel, complete. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. His throw incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Gotta go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead.
Lock in. Check 52.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. 1st and 10 at the 19. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. Now he's flushed out right. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. It's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Broken tackle, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Eddie Goldman with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. On 2nd down, Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd down.
Yep, they're in the nickel. They go play action with Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A good pickup there, a 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Here's Wilson. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. On 3rd down, Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Onto the field now come the Bears. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
He sets to fire deep. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
4 down, check. 180.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. And he will find the rookie from Memphis, Anthony Miller. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He can run. Now Trubisky lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky. Pressure up the middle, and down he goes. Frank Clark in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
Zebra. Tempo.
They go play action here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. And some room to roam now. Finding room to the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know. I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break.
4 down.
On second down, here's Wilson. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Seahawks on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Gun.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Sebastian Janikowski to try the Seahawks field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Janikowski bangs it through. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Now, after the made field goal, here's Sebastian Janikowski to kick it away. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. Return here, he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3. But this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 35. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Hey, gotta go. Double tight. Hey, guys, check me out.
On 1st down, Trubisky eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, gotta go. Motion. 18. Lock in.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well. and it works for them.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Buying time to his left. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Again, it's Trubisky. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Flushed out right. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Michael Kendricks able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3.
14. Gotta go.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. He's going to wind up and air it out. This is caught inside the 15. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the 1st half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And oh, it'll be intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks.
Come on, tempo. Let's go, 14.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to try and go deep again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.